Did anybody say trail marathon? Welcome to the Ageless Runner. I'm Ralph. Hey, if you enjoy running and learning about running and haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so and hit that subscribe icon down in the corner. Thank you so much. So a week ago, I did a trail marathon at Mohican State Park in Ashland County, Ohio. But what follows is a video of the race, my experience with the race. I want to share that with you. I hope you find it interesting. And then when that's over, I'll come back at you and talk about the strategies that I use. I talked about in my pre-race video, how they worked and what I might change going forward. Hey, thanks again for watching. Three minutes to race time. All right, we'll see you.
See ya. So take your time, walk the hills.
Yep.
Hope to see every one of you at the finish line.
So the race started. I've gone, just about a mile. It rained this morning, but it stopped. And the forecast looks pretty good. It may not rain anymore, we'll see. But it's pretty cool here today. It's probably in the low 70s. A little bit humid, but not bad for running. So as I mentioned in my pre-race video, this race also has 50 and 100 mile runners. And we've been seeing them come through on the course. The 50 mile people started at 6 in the morning. 100 mile people started at 5. We're getting close to where we'll start entering the forest. First part of the run is to a campground. It's about a mile. And most of the course, about 95% of it, is trail. So I'm entering the trail at 12:15. It's been about 15 minutes. I expect it to be pretty dark through the forest today since it's cloudy out. And as we get towards evening, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's going to be even darker. The last mile has been uphill. Some parts are pretty steep, so walk quite a bit of that. Again, my goal is to finish. Therefore, I need to watch my energy expenditure. So I've gone 3 miles and the sun is coming out. Coming into the first aid station. And I think this is a gorge overlook. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to get some water here. Thank you. I spent about 10 minutes at the aid station. Ate a little, rested a little. We've got a new supply of water. Good to go. So I'm at 7 miles. Not quite a little over a fourth of the way there. This part of the trail is very shaded, covered in pine needles, but there's lots of tree roots on the trail. So end up walking a little more than I'd like because I don't want to trip. Not a good thing for any runner, especially not an older runner. But we're making progress. That's what's important. We keep moving. Arriving at the second aid station. This is one at the fire tower. I'll take a picture of you taking a picture of me. How about that? Yeah. Some kind of weird karma, huh? I need some water here. Let me get my bearings first.
Well, you're at the fire tower.
I'm leaving the fire tower. I believe the next stop is the dam. I'm at the 10-mile mark, not quite halfway. About another 4 miles, I should make it to the dam. This segment of the race from the fire tower to the dam is almost 6 miles, a little less than 6 miles, and then the next aid station is about 7/10 of a mile beyond that. One of the things I do on these long runs is I don't listen to music or podcasts because I'll zone out. And if I zone out on a trail, bam, I'll go down, I'll trip. So you kind of have to be in my own head. That's why I try not to get too focused on aches and pains. Try to use mantras, but it's so nice and peaceful out here. It's actually quite pleasant. Been walking up a long hill. That's a long hill. There's a very muddy section here, but it's a path that goes around it. I don't like this. It's pretty sloppy. I'm going to stop recording because I may need both hands. 1 mile 12.3. I'm descending into, I think it's Little Lions Falls, Mohican State Park. This kind of thing where you make a turn here, looks like a problem. Oh, somebody cut a way through. Running right along the output of the Pleasant Hill Dam. We're downstream in the spillway. See the water. I'm arriving at the dam. Thank you. That's hard on my knees. Thank you. So I'm at the Pleasant Hill Dam. My Garmin says 13.2 miles, so I am essentially halfway. Starting to feel it. But another 7/10 of a mile and I'll be at an aid station. Sending down the dam. This next section is pretty easy. It's flat. It goes along the little river here. We're almost to the covered bridge. Aid station 3. So I'm leaving the covered bridge. Got some more water, fueled up a little bit, had some pretzels and a little piece of peanut butter and honey sandwich. Starting to feel some things, but I'm still going strong. But you know, you can't go 14 miles on a trail and I have a few aches and pains. I am at 17.1 miles. Man, I'm really feeling it. As I said, it's still a mental game for me at the moment. I've got some leg issues. I get cramps where I didn't think I would get cramps. But I'm still moving. That's the most important part. I know I'm standing at the moment, but I'm still moving. Boy, this breeze feels nice. Thank goodness it's not a hot day. It'd be worse. So I'm really at 17 miles. I got about 9 left. Sweeping the slightest hills, runner's walk. Still a mental game. Kept getting cramps on the inside of my left thigh. Had that issue before. I have to stop and stretch it, work it out. Took some electrolytes. It's probably my problem. Just sweating profusely. I'm totally soaked, drenched. So I'm coming into the last aid station. This is at Hickory Ridge. The segment I just did is about 5.5 miles from the covered bridge to Hickory Ridge. I think is the hardest section of the whole marathon. Lots of hills, they're steep, and there were some really muddy downhill steep sections in this, so it's really kind of brutal, but the worst is over. Coming to Hickory Ridge. What do I have? I'm at mile 19.9, let's call it 20, so about a little over 6 miles left. An oasis. Meaning contagious. A little bit of a party here. This is the second time I've sat down in 20 miles. I hope I can get back up. So I left Hickory Ridge aid station a few minutes ago. Got all recharged. Got to sit down for a while. So I come in. Got just a little over 6 miles to go. This is a little easier section. Not as many hills. So maybe I'll be able to run a little more, a little less walking. I'm guessing those 6 miles are going to take me at least, maybe not at least, but somewhere around 2 hours. Maybe I can do it a little less than that. Starting to get dark in the forest. Probably in the next 15-20 minutes I'll have to break out my headlamp, I'm sure. It continues to get darker. So I got my headlamp on. Don't need it yet, but gotta be prepared. It's kind of, darkness kind of gradually sneaks up on you, especially in the forest like this. I'm ready. I've turned my headlamp on. It's still fairly light, but there are just so many rocks and things on this trail that I want a little extra light. This section just has so many rocks. I've taken a couple of quick steps, but not following, so I'm walking more than I'd like, but I'm coming out of the trail. So I'm really out of the trail now. I'm on a gravel road. I'll eventually swing down and go through the campground. My Garmin says I'm at 25.2. He's got a little over a mile to go. getting dark. I did turn my headlamp on a little earlier, as I said. But I'm gonna make it. I wasn't so sure when I was at Hickory Ridge, man. Got kind of emotional there for a minute. But I think thinking about this race's segments really helped, because I was thinking, there's only one more segment. I can do that. I know it's 5.5 miles, but it's just one more segment. Even if I walk it, I can do it. So that helped me carry on, and I'm gonna finish, baby. That's the finish line over there.
You're right there. You got this.
Thank you. I'm gonna run in. What the hell? Huh?
Good job, man.
Thank you. So it's about almost 9:30, 9.5 hours. A little longer than I'd hoped. But again, it's all about finishing. I beat my time from the last time I ran this course in 2017, so I'm pretty happy with that. There we go. I want to get my time recorded,
Yes,
right?
good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I finished the race, which was my goal, and I cut about 33 minutes off the last time I ran this course, which is in 2017, which is also the first time I did this race. I'm real happy with that. Again, my goal is not so much time, but if you do better, let's take it. Now, what's interesting, why I feel so good about it, it's been 4 years since I've done this. And when you're my age, say you're over 60, 4 years makes a difference. You know, you get a little less stamina, a little less stronger. So shaving 33 minutes off is awesome. So how did my strategies fare? My pre-race video, my first strategy was based on the adage, races is never won in the beginning, but they are lost, which means don't start out too hard, and that's what I did. The first mile of the race goes through a campground. That was pretty easy. But the second mile was all uphill. But then after the hill, it was kind of level until the first aid station. So I took it easy in the first section, really took it easy through the whole race. Did not want to push too hard, conserve my energy, so that worked very well for me. Now the second strategy was to look at the races in segments. There were 4 aid stations between the start line and the finish line. They gave 5 segments. And as you heard in the video towards the end there, that really helped. At the last aid station, I think you only had 1 segment to go, 5.5 miles. I said, I can do that. Even if I have to walk it, I can do that. So thinking segments really helped. And that's something you can do even on a long run. Split it up into 3 or 4 mile segments, stop at each segment, take a little rest, and carry on. So my next strategy was to use a timer on my phone to remind me to drink and get some energy periodically. Now I use a product in my hydration pack called Tailwind. It's a combination carbohydrates and electrolytes. Then I had some electrolyte gels I carried with me to supplement it. And I had a timer set every 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes I would take about 4 big gulps of my Tailwind. I wouldn't necessarily do an energy gel because the Tailwind has carbohydrates in it, but I would use them from time to time. And as you heard in the video, I got some leg cramps, which I blame on not having enough electrolytes, because I was really sweating that day. I was drenched. So I don't think I got enough electrolytes. So I would change this strategy from a 20-minute timer to a 15-minute timer. I think that would be better, and I'm going to do that next long run I do in the summer. Now my last strategy was I brought an extra pair of dry socks and dry shirt. The forecast leading up to the race, even the morning of the race, was showers and thunderstorms likely. Not a real high chance, but like 60%. And so I brought those with me, but as you saw in the video, it got sunny after a couple of miles into the race and stayed sunny all day. Never needed them. So I didn't really need that strategy, but I was prepared just in case. Now, another strategy I used that I did not mention in my pre-race video was the amount of time I wanted to spend at the aid stations. I tried to make that, 10 minutes, maybe 12, but nothing more than that. If you think about it, there are 4 aid stations and you spend 10 minutes each, that's 40 minutes, which is okay. If you need to take the time, take the time. So a couple of interesting facts. The gentleman who won the marathon did it in 3 hours and 43 minutes. That's kind of amazing in my mind, considering how tough the course is with the hills and some of the muddy sections. What's even more amazing from that, the gentleman who won the 100 mile did it in 15 hours, 22 minutes. That works out to a 9-minute, 11-second average pace. Can you imagine doing that for 100 miles, a 9-minute pace for 100 miles? Unbelievable. And last fact, for you older runners like me, there's a 73-year-old man who completed the 100-mile race, so all things are possible. Hey, I hope you enjoyed my video. Hope you found the race interesting. Hope you maybe learned a little something from my strategies, how they might apply to your running. So thanks again for watching, and talk to you again soon.